Hey everybody, Pastor D here. I'm standing in my bathroom and it's a wreck right now. We're doing a major remodel project, but as I was working on it today, a conversation I had just a couple of days ago with somebody else came to mind, and as I was thinking it over, I thought the parallel is just kind of uncanny. Let me share with you before I show you the videos of this. The house that we live in was built sometime in the 1880s. It was built at that time with showers in it rather than bathtubs. Showers were kind of rare at that time, so it was the trendy thing that only certain people were able to put in their homes. And I didn't know until we started tearing into this thing that the way it was built was concrete. This entire room that I am in, with a very small exception, this wall particularly right behind me, you can see the wood slats. That wall and this one are the only walls in this entire house, as well as the floor below me. Everything else is made out of concrete, and it's very thick concrete. On top of the concrete there was, on top of the wood that is underneath, there was lead lining it all, and then 3 inches of concrete throughout the whole thing. That's how they waterproofed during those times. Then they tiled on top of it. So when I started busting the tile out, I found quite a surprise. I thought I was going to find wood underneath. It would be a simple fix. What I thought would be a couple of days is taking me a week of ripping this out, and I'm getting there now. As you can see, this room is all concrete like this. I got to thinking about this, and my wife and I have talked about this. We've lived in this house for a number of years. We've wanted to make these changes, and I finally decided to do it now, ironically, as we're getting ready to sell the house, because we wanted to put more modern facilities in it, and as well as we want to put a tub. I'm putting a jacuzzi tub in this room, and downstairs I'm putting in a walk-in shower, which will make it more handicap accessible, and a lot of things like that that will help the resale value, and simply it's going to be a lot nicer. But it's a lot of work, and I got to thinking about it from this perspective. Change is hard. I was talking with a longtime friend of mine a few days ago, and they were talking about how they admire me for the changes I've made in my life. And let me make something very clear. I'm not a perfect person by any stretch of the imagination. I still have plenty of problems. I still struggle with sin in my life. But I thank God I'm not where I once was. But I want you to know, and I want to tell that young lady, or she's not so young anymore, she's my age. We still consider ourselves young. But change takes effort. It takes a lot of hard work. I'm sure that over the last 130 years that this house has been here, somewhere along the line, somebody has thought they wanted to change this bathroom around. But when they saw what it was going to take, they decided, no, just let it be. They did a little bit of updating and left it, rather than struggle with the change, the process of change that had to take place. Well, I want to tell you, it's the same thing with your life. A lot of people would tell you get saved and God just takes away all your problems. And I'll admit with you that when I got saved, when I came to the Lord some weeks into my relationship with Him, and I asked Him to take away my drug addiction, He did. But there have been other issues in my life that I have struggled with. I've been a Christian since 1981, and there are some things that still rears its ugly head, and I still fight with those things, and I still have to deal with them on a daily basis, or at least a weekly basis. But the point is, it's a work in progress. It's a process that you go through. Just like I've worked hard. I've taken sledgehammers, I've taken chisels, I've had to go buy new tools. It's been costly. It's taken a lot of hard work. My body is sore. Yesterday, I cracked my hand with a hammer while trying to chisel something out. I woke up in the middle of the night with cramps in my arms. Change hurts. Change is a lot of work, but I want to tell you that if you want change, it's worth the effort. By all means, first and foremost, ask God to help you. Without forgiveness of your sin, change is meaningless. I thank God that even through all my struggles, the grace of Jesus Christ covers me. I'm thankful that I'm saved, I'm redeemed, I'm on my way to heaven, but I'm still working to get this body into subjection. Paul said, I beat my flesh unto subjection. It takes work, it takes effort. So I want to encourage somebody today, make the change. Take the time, work at it, and the change will come. God bless you. Come back and see me again at Pastor D's Thoughts.